Hey, everybody stay tuned. I got to take a little break here, but when I come back, I'm going to read you Greg Kinnear's ratings. All right. Hurry up, Fred. I need to do this.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle.
All right.
We're
back.
We're back with The Howard Stern Show.
I really want to announce Greg Kinnear's ratings every hour. Greg Kinnear is the guy from Talk Soup who just took over that late night slot after Conan O'Brien. I was talking to Fran Shea from the E! Network the other day. You know, I used to work for the E! Network. And we were talking. And she was telling me how Greg Kinnear is going to be a big star.
Oh, she did?
Yeah. She thinks he's going to be, like, groomed to take over the Conan O'Brien show. And I said, how dare you say that? I said, you know what? Conan is a major talent compared to Greg Kinnear. Greg Kinnear's never done anything. All he did was host that stupid Talk Soup for You, which, quite frankly, everyone watched because of video clips, not because of him. He was annoying. In fact, he slowed the whole process down. She goes, no. He's, you know, when television executives or any executive starts to argue with me, I get crazy.
Yeah.
So she says, no. He's good. You'll see. He'll take over Conan. So I said, Fran, if I had a television station today and I had a choice between Conan O'Brien and Greg Kinnear, I would choose Conan O'Brien. What? Well, yeah, I'd kill myself if that's all the... She goes, that's all you have available as a television executive? I said, if that's all I had to work with. In other words, it was a nuclear war.
And everybody else was wiped out.
And all TV show hosts were dead except for Conan and Greg Kinnear.
I'd take a civilian.
Yeah. Well, anyway, you take the cameraman, put him on the couch, and then take Greg Kinnear and put him behind the camera. Right. No, but anyway, so, you know, I said, I think Conan actually is better. Oh, you don't know? I said, yes, I do know. I've seen Greg host E-Soup or whatever that is, Talk Soup. And I've watched him do his bits. And I've watched him do the smirk, trying to be like Letterman. And it's just, he's annoying. He's not a talent. He's not a talent. So we started arguing. I said, you know what? I hung up the phone. I said,
why are you arguing this point anyway?
Because we get into arguments all the time. we love to jerk each other around. It's a love affair. It's sexual. Since we can't have sex, this replaces sex.
This is it.
Yeah, I'm sure that if I was single, we would just have sex.
You wouldn't have these arguments.
Yeah, exactly.
You just bang her and leave.
That's it. Walk out the door. No, I'd walk in, I'd have sex with Fran, and then we wouldn't talk about Greg Kinnear. Who cares?
Sure, he's great, whatever you say.
Yeah. She's like a little monkey in bed. So anyway, she needs love, that's all. So,
she's feisty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shut up, Jackie. Jackie, I got Jackie moaning over there. I can't even think straight. He's doing a whole show. Just sit quiet. Get quiet and do your job. He's already in bed with Fran.
Oh, baby.
Whoa. The whole time I'm talking to you, I hear, whoa.
Like a siren on a police car. Step aside.
Step aside, please, ma'am. Anyway, so with that, I hung up the phone and I said, let me get his ratings. So I called a friend of mine who's in television. I'll give it to you, but don't say that for me. So I called a friend of mine who's in television. Don't say these are for me. Okay, I'll tell you. This is such a mouth. I called a friend in television. I said, tell me what Greg Kinnear's ratings are like and what he's up against. So here we are. You ready?
All right.
Okay. Greg Kinnear is on against, you can picture he's on Channel 4, you got Channel 2, you got Channel 5, you got Channel 7, you got Channel 9, and you got Channel 11 here in New York. Those are the major channels. That's who you compete with. All right. So now we're at, 11:30, 12:30. We're 1:30 in the morning. All right. Greg Kinnear, with his new show, has a 1.2 with an 8 share.
Okay.
All right. So, okay, well, what does that mean, 1.2 with an 8 share? What it means is he got higher ratings on E! Now, wait a second. Wait, listen to this. She said, well, what do the other shows get? All right. ABC runs a movie. They ran a movie called Modern Love, which is aired on television maybe 50 billion times. Who's in Modern Love, Robin?
I don't even know.
Yeah. It's a show that it's been on HBO a million times. It's been on network television a million times. Channel. Do you know who's in Modern Love, Fred?
No, it doesn't even ring a bell.
I think it's an Albert Brooks movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, you know, Albert's a great talent, but...
Modern Romance.
No, I'm not sure.
Everybody's confused. Doesn't matter what it is.
If it's an Albert Brooks movie, you know Albert can't get 3 people in the theater. You know, as great as he is. Nice man. Nice man, but he's not writing my movie. All right, anyway. You know, I don't have that kind of balls.
He had one big hit.
Yeah. What was that again? Broadcast News he was in, but he didn't write it.
No, I'm talking about the one where he was dead.
Oh, Defending Your Life?
Yeah.
It was a monster.
Oh, yeah, Monster. Really,
I didn't say it was a monster.
Yeah, really cleaned up at the box office.
I didn't say monster.
Yeah.
I said hit in the Albert Brooks world.
Albert is still home waiting for a check.
Love that one.
Albert Brooks, a genius. Meanwhile, he hasn't made 10 cents.
Doesn't matter.
Right.
What has money got to do with it?
Albert Brooks is probably rich, and you don't know why.
That's probably the truth. He's sitting at home not looking for work.
Oh, yeah. He's probably happy. He's probably making phony phone calls to Larry King right now. Anyway, as far as I might be busy writing. Something a little more mainstream. Ooh. Okay, here we go. Genius. Everyone's a genius. Meanwhile, it says, sell a product. Anyway, so...
Look, the guy who invented the pet rock did that.
Okay, Robin, let's move on.
Right.
Let's not... This is not a session on Albert Brooks. He's got his own problems, and I'm sure he's dealing with them. Modern Love on ABC had a 3 with a 13. Now, an old movie had a 3 with a 13, so they doubled Greg Kinnear's audience.
Okay.
More than doubled. Okay? Then there's a show called American Journal. They beat Greg Kinnear. American Journal, it's a Nancy Glass thing.
Tabloid shows.
Tabloid shows. They get a 1.4 with a 9. Channel 11, which is a channel here in New York no one ever watches. They never get ratings.
No time of the day.
Channel 11 News Rerun. A rerun of the news from 11 o'clock. Gets a 2.5.
Bad news.
Yeah, a 2.5 for the hour. Beating his 1.2, doubling his 1.2.
People don't watch that news at a regular hour.
All right, so Channel 11 beats him, Channel 4 beats him, Channel 2 beats him with American Journal, Channel 7 beats him with Modern Love. Now, here's the kicker. He beats one channel.
Channel 9?
Channel 9, of course. He has a 1.2. Channel 9 has a 1. So he only beats him by 0.2 of a point. A show called Paint Stick. It's an infomercial about a paint brush. A special kind of paintbrush. Greg Kinnear is in a virtual dead heat for last place.
With an infomercial.
With an infomercial about paint. About a paint stick.
Oh. So these are the statistics you're going to take into your next argument.
No, I called her right back that day. And I said, Fran, let me tell you about your big star. I said, here's his ratings on network television. I said, Paint Stick is at a dead heat for last place with him.
He's so good.
I said, if I was you, or if I was NBC, I would hire the host of Paint Stick to be the host of Talk Soup. He could double his ratings by selling Paint Stick. And I guarantee you, to put that show together is a lot more money than the Paint Stick infomercial.
Yeah, because it's done. They just rerun it over and over again.
Yeah, I'm sure Paint Stick has seen the light of day more than once.
And I'm sure they've paid back their investors.
Yeah. I bet you that's made money. I know Jackie ordered one.
Sure, well, it's very simple.
It's easy to use. So there is Greg Kinnear. I love these guys who, they get all this... And, you know, whenever I do a show, the ratings are immediately in the newspaper. I love that certain people are given breaks in life.
Yeah, Greg was reviewed a little bit.
Oh, he's wonderful.
Nobody's talking about his ratings.
His day is coming.
Well, I will announce his ratings every hour. Because I have to do that.
I think his name should be Greg 1.2 Kinnear.
Yeah.
Greg Paintstick.
Greg Paintstick Kinnear. He can't beat Paint Stick. Channel 11 with a news rerun beats him. Doubles his rating. Channel 11. No one watches Channel 11. Ask Joan Rivers.
She's claiming great success.
Yeah. Greg Kinnearly on TV. All of a sudden, another rising star.
They thought it was E that was holding him back.
Yeah. Everyone said, boy, if this guy gets on network television, Can you imagine seriously going on television, getting a network television show on NBC, following Late Night with Jay Leno and Conan O'Brien? Even Conan O'Brien, you put him down. He's got I think a 3 or a 2 point something. He's got some kind of rating. Can you imagine this guy? They hire him to go on late night television, and he cannot beat an infomercial.
I know why you're so upset.
Sure, because I am so critiqued.
Yeah. And not only that, you were compared with him.
Yeah, I mean...
When they were thinking of replacements for Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
Your name was mentioned in the same sentence with Greg Kinnear.
And I told you then that I was insulted to have my name even mentioned. I mean, why would I be considered... I want to see an article about me competing with Jay Leno and David Letterman. Yeah. I don't want to see whether or not Fox would hire Greg Kinnear. I mean, Fox would never hire Greg Kinnear. Oh, so silly. For goodness sakes. I'd hire Tom Chiusano. I say Tom Chiusano is a more compelling host than Greg Kinnear. All right, and that's maybe not. I don't know. That's a tough one.
Let's think about that for a second.
Yeah.
The paint stick beats them both.
Tom's a weird dude.
What'd he do?
He's just weird. You know, I'm back there in the morning. You know, in the morning I come in early. I usually get in by about 5:15, 5:30. I like to get in to read the newspaper. I read about 3 newspapers in that stretch of 30, 35 minutes. You know, I try my best to get a little abreast of the world situation. I figure it's important.
Get ahead of everybody.
Yeah, get a jump on the day. No, I mean, when I'm back...
Wait, why am I a weird dude?
Slick is back.
Yeah.
Hey, Slick. It's like, it makes him look so bald.
It also makes his head look longer for some reason.
I don't know, Meg. What does your wife think of the new hairdo?
I told you she likes it.
Oh, she likes it.
Yeah.
She doesn't mind that she likes it because you look more ugly. She doesn't want you running around on her.
Keep you from being so foxed up.
Right. Todd Johnson.
Thank you, Jackie.
It looks worse today than it did yesterday. Allison Steele must really want to keep her job because she starts doing to Tom in the hall what she does to me.
Rubbing him up and all that?
Not rubbing him up, but she goes, Tom, looking sexier than ever. Tom, looking real good. Aren't you the sexiest? And I hear
she said that to him?
Yeah, but she says the same thing to me.
She's got great taste.
Yeah, well, all I know is...
She says the same thing to Grillo.
Look at Tom. Tom's got his headphones on. Now his hair's sticking up like alfalfa. It's pretty funny. His new hair is Don Johnson hair. Anyway, so I hear her, I said, boy, she really loves her job here. Because how could Tom fire her after something like that?
Yeah, hey.
It's like, whoa, calm down, honey.
She thinks you're sexy.
Yeah, it's like, hey, baby. All right, take it easy. And you know that voice of her, she sounds like Mae West now. She's like,
sexier than ever.
Looking sexier than ever, Tom.
She does have a great voice.
Yeah. Oh, Tom, look. Hark, the angels sing.
Tom. Bitten time.
Tom, I've been bitten by the love bug. I think she was talking to the wall by accident. I don't even know if she was talking to Tom. Ooh, you look sexy. Who, me? No. The wall. Hark, the wall. But she does have a great classic voice, so you hear her booming through the halls as she's kissing your ass. But anyway, I always go back, I read the papers and stuff. And every morning Tom finds a reason to come in and interrupt. No, all right, this morning, every once in a while he comes in.
Tom stopped doing it every morning.
Yeah.
But every once in a while.
Every 2 or 3 days he comes in and he's like, Howard, just want to share a family. I'm not going to tell you what he said to me. It was private, but he says, Howard.
He said the same thing to me.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
He walks in and he goes, Howard, I just want to share a family moment with you.
I didn't say that.
He goes, you're a family man. And I know you could appreciate this family moment.
You know what he said to me? I'll tell you how.
Then I go, wait a second. Wait a second. I say, wait a second. If he comes up to me and he's sharing with me because I'm a family, you're not a family woman.
No, so he started off with me a different way.
Yeah.
He said, every once in a while, something happens that makes me feel I'm doing something worthwhile. And
then he goes into a story about him and his son.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a radio family.
Yeah, but Tom, I'm working. I know you don't know this concept, but I'm busy working. I don't have time to sit there and smile at your dumb stories.
You know what? No problem.
And then you have to say something, Tom, I understand. Same thing with me, my daughters. And it's like, ay, vey. I'm just trying to read the paper and do my job for this company. They're paying me good dollar. I want to give them a day's work. Tom wants a schmooze. And it was a bad story, Tom.
I promise, I never do it.
It wasn't even that good. I'm not even sure what your point was.
I don't know what his point was either. I was going to
It's
ask
a horrible thing. I don't know why I wasted your time, my time.
I don't even know what you were saying to me.
It was ridiculous.
It was.
Ridiculous.
Can you just leave me alone in the morning?
No problem.
I love you, but just leave me alone, all right? Oh.
I hate to tell you what I thought after Tom left.
God, you know.
I heard Baba Booey like laughing in the background. Because Tom has like family moment. You know, Tom's a real family man.
Family.
Yeah, I am. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean that's great, but keep it to yourself. When I come here, I like to think I'm single. Okay, for a few hours. I like to pretend I'm single. I'm not. You know, I'm not like you. I'm in denial.
I didn't walk in the middle of Tempest being here and try and tell that story.
Oh, thank you. Jesus, if you'd done that, that would have really blown my mind. Ferb was like, I know, Tom. Tom, I have work. I have to carry in tapes. Hundreds of... You want to carry a tape and tell me?
Walk with me, Tom.
But Tom was walking around like a mental patient this morning, getting a hold, I guess, of everyone. I thought it was a special moment Tom wanted to share with me.
I didn't get a hold of everyone.
Tom had Tom, God bless you. Tom's a guy who has no personality. So when he gets a story, he goes around from each person to person like a storyteller. You know who he's like? He's like Paul Revere. He had to tell each person, the British are coming. The British. He's telling his story. He finally has a story, and he goes around from person to person telling his tale of how he loves his family.
I bet you he thought up the opening line for each person.
And I bet you I got the same exact story word for word. I bet you wrote it down and rehearsed it.
Word for word.
Tom, you should have gone to that meeting in Cancun and told that story. You would have laughed.
Are you going to tell us the story?
Yeah,
Somebody's getting laughs with it now, I think.
No, the story, I don't think... Would you mind if I told the story, or was it too personal?
I just soon not.
Oh, all right. He's tired of being ridiculed.
Yeah. Can we move on? Go back to
we ought to have Gary walk around with a lantern and just go, Chiusano is coming. Chiusano is coming.
What if I land?
Up a flunky. Tom treats life like golf. Each person is a hole that he has to walk up to and address, and tell his story.
How good a stroke was that?
All right, Robin, now your turn. Also, he comes in and bothers you, too.
Yeah.
And isn't it weird? Because, like, you're trying to get, you only have that little window of... Yeah.
So, par for you is like a 60-second story. Par for Robin would be a 30-second story.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, it's funny, too, because Robin has a routine in the morning. I see she comes in, she collects 2 bottles of water. It's the same thing every day. We all have our routine. And when you interrupt it, it's just, you go, oh, God, we're almost up to airtime. And you want to make sure you've read the paper and you're sort of familiar. She's the newswoman. She should be aware of things.
I've got my routine, too. It's annoy Howard.
Yeah. So Tom walks in and has a story. Howard, I'd like to share a story with you. I know you're a family man and you
really think something incredible is coming.
Yeah, and I go, whoa, something big must have happened in Tom's life. And him and his son took the garbage out together. That's what it basically was. I mean, geez, Tom, mellow out, dude. It's not that big a deal.
It was really, my son did something. I really don't know anything about it, but it was wonderful.
I got emotional. Tom's like emotional, goes around the house crying every time his son does anything.
Right.
Damn, you're sick, dude. God, you have no life, Tom.
He told me he had to shave yesterday. I cried.
Really? Unbelievable. Yeah, but that's the kind of stuff it is. Like Tom will come in and drag out a story, and he's like, my son was shaving, and I looked at him, and I said, oh, my God,
he has hair on
his hair on his face.
I can't believe I have a son who does that.
Fred, I don't get that sound effect.
Oh, my goodness. But Tom was on a roll this morning.
Could you go back to Greg Kinnear?
All right, I will.
I don't even know. Tom, did you debate telling me the story? Because you walked by once and just said good morning, and then you came back.
What story?
Hey, you want to hear a funny story?
What?
So Tom was at his management meeting for 3 days.
Yeah.
All of the big, the heads of the company, all the general managers, which Tom is very high up in the company. He's the general manager of the flagship station here in New York, running it for years now. Years and years.
And years.
Most people would have left the station by now onto other things.
And years.
But Tom loves it here. But anyway, Tom, is there, and he's one of the key players in the whole Infinity chain, of course. One of the men who really takes full responsibility for the stock doing so well and the company doing well. But anyway,
going down.
So Tom, that was just one day. So Tom,
little dip,
big deal, fluctuation. All right, Tom. So Tom, believe me, if all the guys who run the company would stay here instead of going running off to Cancun, believe me, there'd never be a dip in it. It never happened. So anyway, Tom, of course, with all the general managers. They go down to Cancun, and they have to discuss the company and the future of the company and where we're going as radio stations, which is admirable. Okay, that's good. That's a good reason to go down there.
Yeah, gotta have a game plan.
Gotta have a game plan for the year. You know, even though there was absolutely no game plan when those guys come back. Because they go down and hear a bunch of guys speak.
Yeah, didn't we find out who one of the speakers were?
One of them was the owner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, it was real good. Foster Brooks.
Well, the other one was Foster Brooks. What did the owner of the Dallas Cowboys tell you guys? How to negotiate?
No, there was a guy. No. Yeah, he told us how to make a spiral.
No, I heard it was like how to negotiate with different contracts and like all the big contracts.
Yeah, he was talking about making deals with some of the big players.
The one guy spoke on negotiation, and Jerry Jones talked about how he built the team and his commitments and all those kinds of things. I mean,
Tom, do you like in the radio show, the radio station, like a football team where you are the head coach and?
No.
Good. Good. I don't want to know. I don't want to hear that analogy. I've heard that before.
Yeah, no.
We had a program director once who used that analogy way too much, as he was yelling at us for bad ratings. I'm the quarterback. Stern, you're my key receiver. It's like, oh, man. That was that guy, Bill Nozzle, who we had at the birthday show. Yeah. Didn't have really time to get into it with him. I'll have to have him back up.
Is that the That's Right guy?
No, that's Cy.
Okay.
That's right. That's right. Oh, man. You wouldn't love it if you worked at that station.
Should have had him at your seminar.
Yeah. Well, he knows how to negotiate.
Yeah, damn right.
Howard, $25 more a week? I don't know. I'll get back to you. Hey, but I'm doing my job site. That's right. That's what you're supposed to do. All right, so anyway, so Tom has his manager meeting, and as I told you, one of the big topics down there was what to do about the grease man.
Right in battle.
But, you know, I was kind of guessing when I said that.
Yeah.
All I know is I heard from someone very high up in the company who said, how did you know about the grease man discussion?
Right in battle.
So I said, what do you mean how did I know about the grease man discussion? I was kidding.
Who's your source? Who's your source?
They wanted to get my source.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what meeting you're talking about.
All right, well, there you go.
I don't know.
It was Tom who told me about it.
Yeah.
Tom Squeal.
Just give me your source.
One of those
I almost had to give up my source.
I shared one of those life moments with you.
Yeah. Don't ever share with me again, all right? Very uncomfortable.
I guess not.
Right. All right, there goes Tom. Go ahead, Tom. The sooner you're out of here, the less I'll talk about you.
Although that's usually not the case.
I can do a whole 4 hours on Tom.
He's incredible.
Yeah, he is.
What you gonna do?
I guess he's trying to look like that guy who is...
Pat Riley.
Yeah.
Weren't you going to do Baywatch with him today?
Oh, yeah, we're going to do Baywatch later, Tom.
That's the Tom segment.
Yeah. I said, if Tom hangs around the show so much, you might as well get a segment.
Baywatch plot.
Baywatch plots we love.
We're going to do Baywatch before or after the Gorilla tapes?
After the Gorilla tapes. So, Tom having way too good a time.
His whole life is a party.
Yeah. Not a care in the world.
Because if he could get that excited about what he told us this morning.
I know. My son shaved. I could.
Is that really what
No. It was something much more stupid than that. I could understand a dad feeling kind of weird about his son shaving. This one, I don't even... He was rambling this morning.
It made absolutely no sense. Once I analyzed what he said, it made no sense.
Yeah, it was pointless.
Yeah. But I'm so proud, he said.
First one sock and the other sock.
He had them both on without my help.
How did he do it?
He tied his own shoes.
Yeah.
I still can't do it.
I wear power loafers. Because, you know, seriously, when I'm here in the morning, I have a routine. I know it sounds crazy, but you have a half hour to sort of update yourself on the world. And you see me back there, Robin. I rip out an occasional newspaper article, even though I forget to bring them in.
I don't know. Yeah, I think you're just like tearing up paper. You're like a shredder.
No, I tear out a few things that I want to talk about, perhaps address with you, Robin, but Tom just comes in with those stories, and you goes,
and he doesn't mind interrupting you. You're down. Your head
is down. You're in a coma. Yeah. You're half asleep. And Tom, I just want Tom to disappear. I want him to be in the woodwork.
And doesn't he come in way too awake?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hi.
Oh.
I had my coffee and roll. Good.
And I didn't pay to get into Manhattan.
I didn't pay to get into Manhattan. I took the bridge.
25 minutes door to door.
Yeah, see? 25 minutes door to door. Yeah, good. You know, how come it doesn't take me 25 minutes door to door? You live on Long Island. The commute is better from Westchester. Oh, okay, Tom. Let's discuss this again. 25
minutes, rain or sunshine?
Rain or shine. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know.
No problem.
Jackie, I don't know why you have to sleep in the city. 25 minutes door to door.
It's really no problem.
Really no problem? Yeah, of course there's no problem.
He's a robot.
Yeah, you don't have a care in the world. Yeah, do you think RoboCop has a problem getting in that police car?
RoboCop.
RoboTom. All right, let's take a break. You know what? Tom is taking up my precious airtime.
That's true.
I will come back and take phone calls because it is Friday. A lot of people like to speak to me before the weekend.
They have to discuss their weekend with you.
Right, a lot of people feel I'm knowledgeable and they want to talk to me. Also, David Koresh's mom will be calling in today.
No.
Oh, yeah. The real David Koresh and David Koresh's mom and brother. Yeah, they wrote some kind of book. They're calling in.
Oh, I thought maybe you had contacted them and given them some story that you were on his side.
Oh, yeah, we did that, too.
Oh,
I'll act like I'm on his side. Well, you got to keep him in there. He's a hero. I loved it. I thought he was Jesus myself.
They contacted us, and we gave them a story that we were on their side.
Right. That's how it worked. Howard's a big Koresh fan. Did you know they both wore the same aviator glasses?
What, his mom?
What?
Oh, you and Koresh. I'm not following this.
Yeah, I sound like Tom, huh? All right, we got a lot to get to. Also, yes, I will get to Gorilla Tapes today. I promise. Right after these.